two-character story. Okay, and as Frosty Merchant attempts to charm the locals into buying his wares.
How fortunate this humble merchant is to look upon such beauty.
Oh, this is my merchant.
Nothing would do Lionel greater honor than to see his powders and perfumes adorn your divine visages. Such honor, in fact, that he is willing to part with them for practically nothing at all.
We haven't even coined for salt, let alone vanity.
Mines are not but your ledgers. You peddlers disgust me.
Well met, brave protectors of the realm. Lionel has brought everything a hero needs and more. Every item has undergone meticulous testing to ensure that they will serve you well on the battlefield.
Out of our way, junkmonger. We've important duties to attend to.
How rude! Where are the smiles and open coin purses the people used to greet Lionel with? Oh, perhaps Lionel should take his goods elsewhere. War has made this place disagreeable. However, it is the perfect opportunity for the shrewd trader to amass his fortune. And Lionel is shrewd, if nothing else.
My lord, that merchant who peddles his wares in our encampment has requested an audience.
Yes, let him come forth.
You do Lionel a great honor, my lord. A great honor. That he can count House Wolfort among his loyal patrons has ever been a source of pride.
Yes, right. What brings you before me today?
As my lord is doubtless already aware, war places a heavy burden on the treasury. A burden that only grows heavier as time drags on. However, a skilled negotiator can see his coffers even fuller at war's end than they were at its beginning. If he may be so bold, Lionel would offer his services in that very capacity. He understands your precarious position, trapped between two ravenous wolves. In such times, one can never have enough coin and resources to stave off what may come. Surely you agree?
Your words have merit, and you have always been honest in your dealings with my house. I see no reason not to welcome you into our ranks.
Splendid! You are as wise as they say. Wiser, even. Lionel shall not disappoint. Just the opposite, in fact. From this day until his very last, he shall stake his honor on the prosperity of your house. And if his own coin purse should grow fat in the process, who can blame him?
Is it bad for me to want Lionel to be an awful character so that I don't have to debate whether I'm going to use him or not? Oh, man. Trifles with foes using his elite eloquence can infuriate foes or tempt them into defecting. Collects an extra bit of coin along with spoils. I was actually really concerned that this character would use money for his attacks. I was really hoping that wouldn't be the case. So far, seems like I'm okay. That? You know what? We'll wait until we get this other character before checking them. We'll check them both out at the same time. A shamaness happens upon a village and uses her powers over the weather to bring succor to those suffering from drought.
The sun's a harsh mistress, ain't she? If she sticks around much longer, my fields are apt to wither from the attention. I'd give my firstborn for a drop of rain.
Aye. And it ain't just the crops what are worse for wear. I'd cry over our lot, but naught but dust would pour from my eyes.
How pitiless, the caprices of nature. What grudge do the heavens bear to make the poor souls who tend the land suffer so? I would be remiss to let such suffering continue. If fate will show you no mercy, then I shall. You begged for even a single drop of rain. I shall give you more. Behold as I flood this desiccated land with nourishment.
Huh? What's that the lady said? I believe she means to pull rain from a cloudless sky.
Ha! I'd have more luck getting milk from a bull.
You must tell me if you do. We're in sore need of a miracle.
A pleasure as always to see you, my lord. You've come just in time. This lass is about to put on a show.
I am called Dizana. Allow me to banish the sun's cruel rays from your domain, that your people may see a measure of succor.
Banish the sun? I wasn't aware it was in the habit of taking orders.
Will slap my ass like I was just born. Rain! Honest to goodness, rain!
How did... I've never witnessed a miracle like this.
Slap that boo.
Zana, was it? On behalf of my people, allow me to express to you my deepest gratitude.
There is no need for such formalities. I seek only to alleviate the suffering of the downtrodden in any way I can. If it is not too bold of me to ask, do you have need of a humble shaman within your ranks? Tales of House Wolfort's magnanimity have reached even my remote village. It would be an honor to serve you, my lord.
We would welcome you with open arms, and the honor would be entirely ours. Doubtless, we will have occasion to call upon your talents sooner rather than later.
Izana. So I'm guessing she's going to update the weather. Shamaness with the weather at her whim excels at wind and lightning magic, summons rainstorms and tempests to turn the tide of battle. She could be super interesting. Super interesting. Okay, let's check out both new homies. Alright, Izana. Rite of Lightning. Deal lightning damage, or lightning type magic damage to an enemy and have a chance to paralyze them for 2 turns. Effect spreads on water. Deal wind type magic to all enemies within range and change the direction they face. Rite of Wind. Is that the same as you? No, you have Whirlwind. So another mage character. You have 13 magic and 5 strength. You have 14 magic, but you have a rain. 11 magic. Who's the other one? 12 magic. Okay, so you actually have a pretty good magic stat, all things considered. You don't get to change weather for a long time, though. We're just going to say that she can flood the map, and water conducts electricity, and you can shock a lot of enemies simultaneously. In the demo, she had Right of Rain early. They nerfed her. She was really good. Yeah, she doesn't get it for another 5 levels. Which is still fine. She still seems pretty strong. Well, another character that seems really, really helpful. What about you? Okay, I thought this might have been a whatchamacallit. He's a wordsmith. We have Charm, lower the enemy's physical defense, and magic defense. Chance to infuriate a single enemy for 2 turns. At level 15, he can turn enemies against. It says chance to infuriate, which is rough times. You know, if I'm going to be spending 2 TP, be doing all that? I at least want to know the percentages. Alright, so it seems kind of doubtful that I'll be using Lionel. Even though I think he could be one of the stronger characters, it's one of those situations of who would I swap out for him? Because no doubt I would really like to use him. You know, he has 14 physical defense. That's pretty crazy, all things considered. He seems pretty tanky. I think he could be quite useful. He's Eredor with more steps. I think Eredor has more steps. That was a joke. So many characters, man. So many characters. Game is also mage heavy, you've noticed? There's an insane amount of mages. Normally games don't give you that many mages. What do we have? I don't know if I want to call you a mage, but 1, 2... I'm gonna say you're a mage 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mages and 8 mages slash, I should say casters, spellcasters. And some of these, you know, it's just kind of crazy. Alright, so I guess I have to consider getting rid of Benedict for someone who's maybe offers a little bit more utility. I don't think I'll get rid of him now because I do like the buffs that he gives, but I think at some point the buffs aren't going to be weighted very high. I want to know about status effects. Let's see those here. Status changes. Fury. I'm guessing that's what what he has. Infuriate, so that probably applies Fury. So he's, I guess, kind of a tank with some other utilities. Okay. This is definitely a game where I wish they could just let me use like 15 characters. That would simplify things, wouldn't it? Alright, I don't see any more whatchamacallits to tank, so let's try this battle. I definitely think it's going to be tough.
The battlefield is no place for children.
Oh no.
I will have vengeance for my family and for my master. Prepare to die.
Empty threats from a pampered prince. You will see what true might is.
All's in place, my lord. Ready when you are.
Very good. Now, to lure them where we want them and initiate the device. You are aware of what will happen next, yes?
Yes, and I am prepared to make the sacrifice.
With me, everyone.
All companies, advance! Leave no survivors!
That out.